So yesterday was one of those days where the markets pretended a holiday hangover doesn't exist. Hey everyone, it's Saturday morning, November 29th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. Well, U.S. stocks moved higher during the holiday-shortened Friday session, closing out a pretty volatile month. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite and the blue-chip Dow Jones Industrial Average each gained about 0.6%. The Standard & Poor's 500 added roughly 0.5%, marking its fifth straight day of gains. Now, even with that solid finish, the month itself was messy. The Nasdaq ended November with losses of almost 2%, breaking a 7-month winning streak. The Standard & Poor's 500 slipped 0.6% for the month after 6 straight months in the green. Meanwhile, the Dow was more or less unchanged. Traders spent most of the week ramping up bets that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates at its December meeting, which is now less than 2 weeks away. And renewed optimism around artificial intelligence helped push big tech higher in the lead-up to the Thanksgiving break. But overall, investors pulled back a bit this month as they reassessed whether artificial intelligence-driven companies can turn hype into profits fast enough. One unusual story yesterday came from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The exchange restored trading after a long global outage that disrupted futures and options trading, including U.S. Treasuries and crude oil. The issue lasted until 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time before operations were fully back online, and as the month wrapped up, experts rolled out fresh predictions for next year. Deutsche Bank expects the Standard & Poor's 500 to reach 8,000 by the end of 2026, while HSBC and JP Morgan see it closer to 7,500. With markets closing early at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and no major earnings or data releases yesterday, it was a fairly calm end to a turbulent month. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again Monday morning for more market updates. See you then.